Now am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, who is not done, may I know the reason behind that?
Actually,
I
ma'am, can I
if
speak up?
it is not done.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, Manoj.
Yeah,
What
actually,
is the reason?
yeah, Saturday I was not feeling well. I had headache, so I went to check up to the doctor. He said like my
Okay.
eyesight
See,
is
see.
increased by 2 points.
First thing for you is I think you don't know how what you have to post in the group, what you have to not post in the group. That is the first thing. I'm observing since Friday, we are writing something unnecessary thing. The group is only for posting updates, and if anything like you have done that, ma'am, I have completed that, or Nagan sir, I have some urgent issue like that. If you are not directly contacted to me or Nagan sir, in that case you can post. But this is not a chat or WhatsApp like that, Manoj. You are posting, I am feeling as I am taking need good now. What is this all about? Yeah, I already told in the beginning of the day, don't post anything unnecessary thing. Behave like a in the beginning of the I told or not told Ankit. Huh? You have to use your you have to where you have to post in where you have to store the project in your system. If it is slow, how everything I have told, everything I told from A to Z. And if
Yes,
you have headache also or not headache also, that I think I told that you take a medicine. If still that not done, then you can mail to me or Gunjan sir. Or you can put me in a CC, then you can mail to Gunjan sir or Nagani sir. No, you are not following the rule.
yes, ma'am. That's what I needed advice what to do. So I was
No,
like,
what advice, yeah? See, what you're posting is just before that, just think what you are doing, what you are posting. This is not on chat. This is a group, and this is a professional group. In if you go to any company, na, in that also some group is there. If you post there, na, then directly reject you,
yes, ma'am.
and they don't allow your unnecessary things or attitude behavior. They don't allow.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
झाड़ में
sorry.
जाओ तुम लोग वो बोलेंगे ठीक है कुछ काम करेंगे कितना भी पढ़ लो कितना भी टैलेंट हो कुछ नहीं करेंगे पहले एटीट्यूड को संभालो अपना एटीट्यूड
Yes,
ठीक नहीं है तो कोई भी कंपनी तुमको अलाउ नहीं करेगी
yes,
दिस इज
ma'am. I'm
नॉट
sorry.
ओनली फॉर मोनो दिस इज फॉर एवरीवन
So,
so you have completed started the project or not yet
no, ma'am. I was like, doctor suggested me 1 week of rest, so I want to recover, then
if
join a new
if you have
safe
some issue
class.
then why you are joining here why have not send mail to me if they take to rest then you can take a rest now then you can join. If you ask me, I suggest to just take a break and whatever your issue, just solve that. Then you come to the session. Otherwise, in the next page, just join. Don't join. I think
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are, I was thinking you are not mentally secure. What I'm feeling, or you may be some kind of issue. I don't know to discuss here also. So I would suggest you please talk your coordinator or put a mail to Nagan sir and me. Put me in a CC and send mail to Nagan sir and Gunjan sir. That sir, I am facing the issue. I go to the medical and the doctor has suggested me that I will take a rest for 1 week. So whatever they decide, they will do. Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if you're
Yes,
not done, if you're not sure, I will today I will cover the change password. Then the next thing, you will not catch na those things. It's not possible.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So take a rest. Right now, just if you are feeling not well, then drop the session and send the mail. Okay, what I told, write
Yes,
that and talk to your coordinator also.
yes, ma'am. I will.
If your
Thank you.
coordinator, if you're not feeling, then you can drop also. There is no compulsory to. There are so many batches in every week. They are just doing the same. Every batch is the CFB document. The batch is available.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
if you're not feeling, if you also last one batch also, some student is not means he is not finding the time to do the things because he was in the final year. So I told just drop the batch. No need to. If you are not doing the things and if you are focusing on your final year project, then it is not possible to understand the thing also. So he
Yes,
told,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am, I dropped the batch after my whatever the project of the college has been done. I will join the new batch. Okay, do the
Yes,
same thing, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
No
yes.
need to discuss, no need to do argument, anything. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so
Right now, you're
much, ma'am.
feeling well or not well?
No, ma'am. I'm gonna leave I'm gonna drop off
Then
the call.
just drop, Manoj. Okay.
Yes,
Just drop.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So apart from Manoj, I think Subham and Aspin, you guys have also not done. Why may I know the reason? Subham?
हेलो मैम।
Yeah, so yeah, Subham.
मैम थोड़े अर्जेंसी के बीच में गाँव जाना पड़ा था, तो वहाँ पे पावर इशू भी आया था। तो जब जब तक लैपटॉप चले तब तक मैंने लॉगिन पे काम किया। आपने बोला था
अच्छा
लॉगिन करके रखना पूरा।
अच्छा।
तो
तो
उसमें भी थोड़ा
लॉगिन
प्रॉब्लम था।
हो
मैंने
गया लॉगिन
सैटरडे को
पूरा
वो
कंप्लीट हो
जो
गया?
मैम वो सैटरडे को मैंने ऐड यूजर का जो प्रॉब्लम आ रहा था वो पोस्ट किया था ग्रुप पे। तो
अच्छा
मेरा
ओके
सॉर्ट नहीं हुआ था, तो मैं थोड़ा लॉगिन पे कर रहा था काम।
ओके। So up to login user only you have completed.
या मैम आप लॉगिन ऐड यूजर मैम जब ऑथेंटिकेशन प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है मैम, समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या है।
Still you are facing authentication issue.
या मैम वो पूरा हो गया, उसमें ऐड भी हो गया, पर
Login
जब
user
मैं
is not working means you are not able to generate the token, na?
नॉट टोकन मैम इन ऐड यूजर मैम।
Aid user authentication is not needed. Why you need
या
authorization?
आई पोस्ट इन ग्रुप मैम
Post in the group.
सैटरडे एंड फ्राइडे आई थिंक बोथ डे।
Hmm. I don't see anything you have posted in the group. Okay, okay. Try to fix. No authentication. I think you have in the add user, na, in the above you have just added the authorization part. That's why it's coming the issue in the controller section. Just check that, okay?
आई
Where you have
डिड
to
मैम।
use the authorization, I will tell that, okay? In change password you need that, and in the other APIs, not in the add user, not in the login, not in the forgot. I think you did that. That's why it's coming no authentication. Or maybe you missed some code in the startup.cs. Have you matched the code with others?
मैम एक्चुअली आई एम नॉट when I'm doing code, I just not write
Mhm.
code in common layer. I use a equity layer, user.cs program as a reference, man. In Then I just saw your video, man. In that you take common layer data. I didn't go through it. I use the equity layer data
Equity layer.
from repository layer to store data.
In the equity layer only now you are using the entity folder and all that.
Yeah, ma'am. I didn't go through a common layer data.
Okay. Can you present your screen so that I understood your point?
Yeah, okay.
And Ankush. Hi
Hi.
Ankush. Yeah. Are you there?
Is it visible?
Yeah, remaining
Yeah,
in
yeah.
code.
1 second, Shubham. 1 second. So Ankush, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So you mailed on that day that you have some you have gone to hospital, so you have not feeling you will not attend the assessment. So I messaged in the group that Ankush, are you available to give the assessment? Why you have not replied here?
मैम मैंने ग्रुप पे नहीं डाला, मैंने मेल किया है सर मैम तुमको और
Yeah,
लॉगिन
yeah, I got your mail. Yeah, that is fine. But see, you have mailed on Friday, I think. But Saturday whole day, if you are not available, also you can message, na, you know, ma'am, I will available on Monday or at least something. But you have not replied yet. Have you checked the group mail? Group message?
मैम ग्रुप पे नहीं डाला, थोड़ा मैं अर्जेंट में बाइक
हाँ,
पे चला गया।
नॉट डाला नहीं मैं बोल रही हूँ, तुम मेल में दिए थे, मुझे आया मेल, वो ठीक है. बट ग्रुप में सैटरडे इन द आई थिंक अराउंड 11 or 12 I messaged Ankush, are you available to give assessment? But you have not replied. I'm asking about that.
हाँ मैम, इसको मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, मैं बाइक पे था, मैं उधर हॉस्पिटल में जा रहा था.
So when you will be available for the assessment? Tell na. And up to what you have done? May I know? What API you have done?
तो थोड़ा कोड मेरा एरर में आ रहा है मैम, तो मैं आज कंप्लीट करूँ, डाउट सेशन में पूछूंगा.
So it's not started yet?
नहीं मैम, कल दूंगा मैम रिव्यू.
ठीक है, तो मैं बोल रही हूँ स्टार्ट अभी तक हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है? तो तुम्हारा प्रोजेक्ट एड यूजर हुआ है कंप्लीट?
हाँ मैम ऐड यूजर के बाद वो मेरा माइग्रेशन का वगैरह वो मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया
Okay,
मैम।
okay. Now session will check. Okay. And Ankush, then Anuj Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am.
I think you also absent on that day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am.
Your voice is not audible yet. Louder voice.
Hello, ma'am.
Loud your voice, no?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am,
Still not.
hello.
Loud your voice. Volume. Increase the volume, na, in the system. Now tell. Hello. Yes, Anuj Kumar.
Hello. Yeah, ma'am. I'm audible
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, audible now. Tell me.
Actually, I'm traveling on Saturdays, and I'm
How can I know?
facing.
How can I know you are traveling or you are doing cooking or you are doing marketing or anything? How can I know? You join a society in Arabic also. This is already instructed to all of you that if you are having any issue to joining the session or not giving the review, you have to put a mail before that. These things you have already know, everyone. And you have not posted in the group, you have not messaged, you have not mailed. And what do you think? I'll not take your review, I have not asked.
No, ma'am.
Can you tell up to what you have did?
मैम मैम स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम आ रहा था मैम मैंने जो वीडियोस रिकॉर्ड होते हैं उस पे
I should not ask anything personal related, but still I am asking, is that really important to travel on that day, Anuj?
मैम it was important मैम family
Okay, no issue. If it is important, then fine. But you have not completed, not started, so you have to do, okay? And after this session, just send a mail that why you have absent on that day. Okay, because you can mention your because of my some personal important work. I was absent and I will give the review tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
And if any doubt, join the doubt session and ask. Be proactive, be communicate, so that I know what you feel, what you understood, what you not understood. If you put in a mute, then I could not understand anything because I am not a prediction. I could not imagine the prediction. Okay, I could not do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Abhinav Kumar is there. Abhinav Kumar. Okay. Yes, Subham, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here I am using add user and this user.cs that I am storing here.
See. Why you are adding the ID? Yeah? I told na ID must be auto increment primary key. And why you are adding the ID? ID you should not add na. ID will be automatically generated. Not here in the RL logic.
This one, ma'am?
Line also not showing line number. Why you are doing that? You have to take the primary key I told in the session also. You can refer to other code also. Or if you search in the Google now how to use primary key for model class in entity framework. So the key then what that? What is that? L for primary key. You are writing something in square bracket. What is that code? L for primary key. What we are giving to the column, particular column. Tell me, yaar, I'm asking to you.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my cursor is stuck.
Go to the model class, Subham. Kyle will tell you what you have did mistake in that. Can you tell Payal what he has done mistake?
Yes, ma'am. User post model.
This is the entity class, not post model class. This is the entity. What you have to take? You saw na the RL also saw this user.cs also you have saw.
Database generated and
what is that? Tell him now.
After key, you put database generated.
See, if you write right now also it will not work. You have
No.
to delete the migration. Okay. So you have to delete the
Instead.
migration, you have to do. So first of all, while we are creating the table, you have to take the ID, any ID as a primary key. And key, I understood the key is for primary key and keyless is for not primary. Keyless is using for the foreign key part, the entity framework. If you search in the Google, you will get to know. Okay, but the ID, if you
Okay.
only write the key, it will not work. You have to put the identity. Like in the SQL, we are writing the identity 1, 1 auto increment that you have to use here also. Understood? You have written their ID means in the RL, you have written the logic. That is also fine. I'm not telling this is wrong, but you have to take the identity also. Is it working?
Okay.
The divisor?
What, ma'am? It
The
is.
divisor is
It
working.
is. It is showing, ma'am. When I am trying to add data, it's showing authentication error, ma'am. It is not go show in SQL, ma'am.
Your issue in the user controller.cs, user rl.cs, user bl.cs, the error list. Have you checked what are the errors? It's showing below
This
also.
one, ma'am. These error gave
I think you have not used entity framework core package also. That's why it's not coming. Right, Ankita? What I told, is that correct or wrong?
Yes, ma'am. I think package is not installed.
So I think you are not following to me, Subham. In the class, what I'm talking, you are not following. You are somewhere else. You are referring something else. If you are means blindly referring something or you don't know what you are writing, then that will be very much challenging for you. Okay. First or default is one link queue method. Link queue query EF for EF core. Now.
yeah.
Hello, Ganesh, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you given the test on Saturday?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So, Anuj Kumar, Ankush, you both have to send mail, okay, regarding your absent. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I think Ankit told he has done the encryption and okay. I think something I forgot to tell on that day. We are taking the user entity, but I forgot to tell that you have to take the email as unique also. Because if you put the same mail at the next time, it will not. If it is taken, it is wrong. The concept is wrong. I think in real time scenario also, if you find that in any of the website or application, if you put your mail, if you already registered with one mail, this next time if you are registered with the same mail, it will not take. Okay, so for that we have to put one logic that email must be unique. Anyone has done the unique part? Anyone? No,
No, ma'am.
unique.
No.
I think someone has done. I checked in that day. Who's done? Check the code. No one has done. Payal, I think you have done.
No, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
One. Okay, present your screen. Payal. If you have done, if you are saying you have not done, then that will be something else. Okay, present your screen first.
Yes, ma'am.
I've checked your code. I think you have added that. You are saying you have not done. Okay. Go to the context. Under
Yes, ma'am.
context. Below it is repository
Yes,
layer.
ma'am.
Double click on that, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Then who has done that? I think I've checked someone's code. Have you removed anything?
No, ma'am.
No. Akshata, are you there? Akshata? Savan?
Yes, ma'am.
You've done, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Why you are not telling?
No.
Huh? Present your screen. If you've done, then why are you hesitating to tell? You have to tell, na? It will be good. If you've done that is good.
Yes, ma'am.
But you are not telling.
The screen is visible, ma'am.
Yeah?
Hello.
Yes. Yeah. Go to the DB context.
It's visible, ma'am.
Yeah. So just close the output window, yeah, Akshita.
Oh, ma'am.
Close the output window, yeah. It's below the window, terminal window. Something is there, na? Just close that. Cancel but icon is there. Cancel
Yes.
icon is there, ना उसको बंद करो उसको. Close करो. Close लिखा है ना? हाँ. So 18 and 19 number line from 16 to 21.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
If you are adding some relationship, if you are adding some column of the table to something like the email is unique or the suppose one column is there is quantity. Okay, is quantity must be start from 1. So by default, if you don't take anything, so it will be start from 0 if it is integer. I think if you remember in the SQL, we are using the unique constraint, then default constraint. For giving the default value, you are using default.
Yes, ma'am.
So same here, if you put the default, here also you have to take is default. Okay, some method is there, but we are not going to use is default. We need the email unique. Email is the column and your entity is user. So you have to write protected override void on model creating.
Okay.
What link in that days we have said, we have discussed EF4, in that everything is available. Okay.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can search there, you can find there how to use this method of protected override on modeling. Model with here some internal thing protected. Where we are using protected? Can you tell protected SS modifier? In which case we are using? And override also. Keyword is using here.
And it is not allowed to access from other than this class.
But override
No,
also using here. Also.
or
Override
we cannot
means
get
what?
instance. We cannot get instance. Sorry.
In other classes, information we can use by using virtual and override keyword at the runtime.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, na?
Yes.
Override is used to like we can use it in another.
Method overriding, overloading, overriding. Remember those things?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Particular
Yes,
override. Yeah. And here we are taking the object of that model builder class. Okay. Object dot entity.
Yes, ma'am.
Same thing. Dot entity is your inbuilt. Okay. Inbuilt method entity. In that you have to use which model class you want to use. So already you know user is coming from the entity.
Yes,
And then the which column. So for that you have to use hedge index. One method is there available. Okay. Lambda expression u arrow q dot email. Then is unique. Also you have to add that line. Then your email. Suppose in the you are creating one method, creating an user. Okay, inserting something. It's registering with abc.com, abc@gmail.com. The next time if you are using abc@gmail.com, then your this Download project will give you some error message that you could not use the same email address. And for address also, we can put our own message also. Like we have already used, the email does not actually like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So run it, Akshata, once, this one, so that everyone can understand the thing.
Ma'am.
Run it. No?
Oh, I'm actually have to connect to the database.
You're not connected.
Yes, ma'am. Just now I have.
No, may I know your connect means what you are thinking. If you don't open, then it will not work.
Yes, ma'am.
You're thinking like that. No. This is nothing, like that. If you don't open the SQL server, that also it will work. It's connect. You have already given the thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is thinking like that? You have to open the SMS, then only it will work. Who is thinking like that? In your local system, already the SQL server has been running. The status mode is running. If that is not running, then you can not use that. But that doesn't mean that you have to open the database. Suppose this is a server-side deployment. That means you have to go to the system and go to your where you have written the code. You have to open the database. Then no, not like that. Okay,
Yes,
run
ma'am.
it. Run, na?
Yes, ma'am.
So go to register, add user, and check your SSMS that which email you have already added. Use the same email and execute and check.
So, ma'am. Hello.
Yes,
Ma'am, I wanted to ask something.
Mr. Sir.
So, do we have to do it this way? Because I can add an if statement in the add user method and do the same thing. Can I try that way?
Ma'am, first of all,
Means you are telling if you put at the condition in the controller section, right?
No, not in the controller, in the RL, user RL.
excuse me, ma'am.
You have given some logic. If
I
it
haven't
is
done
already
yet.
exists, then you could not use. And that also work, yeah. But better see if you directly use is unique, na, then it will be better to Means we are writing some message, the warning message or error message.
Okay.
I understood your point. You have to write. You can write your logic also. But if
Yes.
some method or something is available already, then why you need our own custom logic? No need,
Okay.
na?
Got it.
Is
Okay.
unique is available. Suppose if you are working in bookstore project, okay, in that you need the quantity, in that you need the price. But sometimes if you are adding, na, if you are forgetting the price, or if you are forget about the price, if you add one book, in that you need the quantity also. How many quantities?
Okay.
If you are adding the book, quantity must be one, na? One or
Yes,
two
I
or
think
three
so.
something. But
Yes.
you forget the quantity, you only have added the book and price you have something given. So at that time, suppose you are adding two books, but how can someone know the book quantity is two or three? Or suppose the book is not added. That means the quantity must not be zero. It must be start one. Means if you are adding any book, the quantity anyhow. Or if you are ordering something, the product, not only book, I'm talking about the product, anything must have the quantity one. If you remember in any e-commerce website, suppose for example Amazon, if you are going to order something, na, the quantity by default it is one, na? Then
Yes.
you can change to
Yes.
2, 3, 5, or up to whatever. So
Yes.
for that, in the our database section, in our logic section, we have to put the quantities default one. So like just now we have seen in the Akshata system, the email is unique. Same thing, you have to put the u arrow mark u dot is quantity. Um, default is one predefined or inbuilt method you can say, and you have to put the value one. It will be by default one or two. You can use that also.
Okay. So
Or
this will
you
be more
can do the
useful.
logic in that same RL also. You have to go to the RL, that the cart RL or book RL, that the quantity, book dot quantity, book is coming from the entity. Book dot quantity equal to 0. Then you are putting please, or you could not write the message. What you have to write while the adding something, book dot quantity equal to 1. Then you are adding and serving.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will not added also.
So makes
Directly
sense.
you have to write that. But if you have already the some predefined method is available, why you would not use that? Right?
Okay. So this will be more useful later. Okay. I will
Yeah,
use
yeah,
it.
yeah. And if you want to use the is unique, I'm telling to everyone, if after this session, if you are going to use is unique, then you have to delete the migration. Then you have to use. Remember that in the EF core approach, something in the entity class, in the entity folder, whatever your user.cs, node.cs, anything. Okay. In that, suppose first time you added some column. Next time you forget. No, no, no. I have to add one more column also. So what you have to do? If you only go there and edit there or add there something, then it will not work. You have to remove migration, then you have to again migrate. And one more thing also, we are going to use some one to many, many to one relationship. That is very difficult, very tricky. Okay. In that section, if you are, suppose you have to change something in the user, but user is connecting to node relationship, foreign key is used. So in that case, if you are changing anything in the node, it will be reflect to user also. So that's why while you are using EF core approach, the first time in the entity class itself, you have to use whatever the column bits, you have to first of all decide in the mind what things you have to take. Registered at ES you have to take. First time EST you have to take. If in the next time something, then it will be difficult for you. And for beginners, it is very challenging. Okay. In my case, also first time it is very much means sometimes I have deleted more than 10 times the migration folder. Still, it was not working. Very silly thing. Suppose you put it the same name. Suppose a table name is you have given users. Okay, you did something wrong. The next time you have added something or add something. Okay, in the again you are doing migration, but it is not taking same build failed or something. But you are not understanding the what is the error. If you are changing the table name, go to the DB context and the that user DB set something users to user, then it will take. Sometimes the EF code doing that also. Okay, it will giving some like that some error also. So you have to understand the thing. Yes, why you have stopped presenting, Akshita? Hello?
Ma'am, actually there is power cut off, ma'am. And
I
ma'am,
don't understand one thing. Power cut and your left. Why the relationship between power cut and your laptop? You have not charged here.
ma'am, actually my battery is not working. I have to plug into the that light. both that. Okay.
Okay, no issue. I'll just present your screen so that I will tell the change password thing. Then we'll complete the session.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I present? It's coming. Yeah.
Come in.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you completed up to forgot password?
What,
Have you
ma'am?
complete-
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then present.
Password. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's correct. Everyone's URL must be should look like this. Register, then login. Login. In that login, you have to pass the email and password. Forget password. In that, you have to use email parameter. Have you
Yes.
added validation?
Yes,
Akshata,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
can you show me any one of the URL? Just run it. So put the first name. Okay, just exit. Click on the execute button. Na. Click it. And you have not removed the registered data after telling also.
Yes, I forgot it. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by default, you have to, if you click the execute button for by mistake, so it will be say that you have to use your first name, last name, and whatever the things is there. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then add the first name. Write something ABC. What means at least what character you have given for first name, last name. Execute. Scroll down. I think you have given 3, right?
Yes,
at least
ma'am.
3 characters.
And up one uppercase.
Okay, no issue. That is up to you. But better if you give the 6 word. Okay. And password have you given? The password is regex button.
Yes, ma'am.
And using also it will be work. Okay. So it will be work like this. Okay. Validation must be working perfectly. And your email also, if you put second time 2 times, it will not take the duplicate also. This thing you will need in each and every layer, each and every sorry, not layer, API. Okay.
Okay,
So right now we will use the change password. Go to your code here. Visual Studio Code. Go to iUserRL.
ma'am, stop debugging.
Yeah, stop debugging. iUserRL. Write one method. Public void change password, and in that, what you have to give the parameter password. Okay, only password. Confirm password. One parameter you have to take. Okay, take it. Or just take bool na. If it is correct, then it will be true. Otherwise, it will be false. Okay. This one. You have done method. Change password. The method name. Parameter is string password.
String password.
We can take 2 parameter, that is old password, new password, or password
Bool
confirm
is
password.
correct. Akshata, bool is correct.
A bool you can take string anything. Yeah, that is up to you. You can take object also. That doesn't mean you can take your what do you think, what do you that is up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
So someone is talking. Who's telling anything? Okay. So in the string, just replace that na string mail to your password. Only take the password. You have to change password, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Change the password. Yeah. And how to change the password? After forgetting, after clicking the forget password API, you will get a token in your inbox.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
and from the inbox you have to copy the token and put in the authorize in the Swagger API. Then you will change that. That is our logic.
Okay, ma'am.
The real time scenario also, one application website or any company will give you the send you the OTP to your mobile phone or the email.
Email.
Okay,
Yes.
Gmail or email, whatever. In that, you have to copy that OTP in that link, particular link. Then you are able to redirect to the change password page. Then you are changing the password. In the changing password, if you observe, if you notice, two text box is there. That is the old password. Sorry, three text box is there. Old password, new password, and confirm password.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I thinking, that is the old pattern. Everyone is done in every case. But currently, I think what is that? Ola company, Ola or Uber, those companies are not taking. They are taking the phone number as a for changing the password. They are directly taking the phone number also. Single thing, single parameter or single column from the table, whatever the table here they have taken. So no need to take old password and because you are forgetting the password, that's why you are changing that. Then how could you remember the old password? That is not possible. But in some application or something, they've given that just put the old password, anything. Okay, that there is nothing to put the show the old password. So not take the old password and we will take two password also not needed. Yeah? Password confirm password. So why you take password confirm password? That is in the front end section you can take, but in the back end only one thing. Okay, the password. Only you have to password write the password and you have to set the table's password. Means the table is suppose a user, the object is user dot password equal this password. Then it will be
Yes.
updated. Simple. Okay. So we'll take only one parameter, Akshita. Email. Why you take email? From the
String
token
password.
you will get the email from where which mail which user ID it is. Okay. Password validation. What? No. Only string password. Write it in one parameter.
String password, na ma'am.
Yes. But one thing, just take the one model class. Why? Because in the change password, if someone is writing ABC, then we have to put validation. For validation purpose, you have to take one model class. Okay. So take like user post model, just create one model class that is change password model. Okay. In that, just take one parameter that is the public string password. And in the above, just take the required field and the password validation and use here. Like user post model you created in the command layer.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
that was like, yeah. Create one more model class.
We have to create one more model class.
Yes, for changing password. This is we are using in the add user, na?
Yes,
Add user
ma'am.
method, but currently we are using change password. So create one model class. Right click and create na the database layer.
What we have to give the name?
Class name give it na change password model.cs.
Mm.
Write it now. Public string password. The field. Curly bracket, not parentheses.
Semicolon.
After get semicolon. No, in bracket and after get also.
Okay.
No, that's correct.
Akshata, take your
After
user
get,
post
remove
model.
comma.
Take your user post model. Get set method. Only you have to write here. I'm forgetting how to write get set also. Okay. Now go to that method.
Number. Ma'am, which class we have to go? No, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So, okay, you have written. Now go to that iUserRL method. Akshata.
Yes, ma'am.
Now take the model class as a parameter. Here, the 14 number line.
What, ma'am?
You are writing change password, na? Because of
Yes.
you have created one model class also. So use that, na? As a parameter here. 14 number line. How you've taken in the level number line? Same as just take, na? Just now you created, na? Change password model class. For
Yes,
what
ma'am.
you created, Akshata? For what purpose you created? No need to go here. Tell me why you created that model class.
For getting the
What? Getting. What getting? Why you created that? Tell me, na? You just now created, na, in the database layer.
oh yes, ma'am.
For what purpose you created that model class?
For changing the password, ma'am.
And for change password, you have written the method also. So put it in instead of string password. Write that. Change password model space one object. Take it. Right here. Why you are thinking so much? Can I help to help?
Yeah, in bracket, just in bracket, just write that model name, like user post model, no?
Replace
Same.
string with the new model class name in change password.
Akshata,
अभी जो क्लास
your model class name is what?
Oh, okay.
New model class name?
Now I'm getting.
Change password. No.
Write
Ma'am.
that, na? We are using as a parameter, yeah? Because we need the validation. That's why we are taking. What is the parameter, Akshata? What is the parameter?
Ma'am, parameter is that change password.
Change password is the parameter here in the 14 number line.
parameter is, ma'am, password.
And string is what? String is
Parameter, ma'am.
string भी parameter, password भी parameter. ठीक है. Okay. इसको रिमूव करो स्ट्रिंग पासवर्ड. स्ट्रिंग डाटा टाइप है, पासवर्ड पैरामीटर नेम है. ठीक है. और कितने बार तुम लोगों को बताना पड़ेगा यार बेसिक्स. रिमूव करो. इसलिए तो हम लोग लिए मॉडल क्लास. हाँ, क्यों समझ में नहीं आ रहा तुम लोगों को? मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है. मॉडल क्लास का नाम लिखो ना. क्या है मॉडल क्लास का नाम? लिखो. इतना टाइम क्यों लग रहा है यार?
Change password and
take one object. It's already suggesting, yaar.
yes, ma'am.
Suggesting. Check na in your phone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now you tell me in the 14 number line what it is. Just tell me what public, what is all this thing. Can you tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, we are creating the one class that is Boolean.
Your voice is too low, yeah. Loud your voice.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we are creating the parameter from. We are taking the parameter from what we have created from user RL.
Ganesh, can you tell me what is in the 14 number line?
Yeah, ma'am. The method, ma'am, change password, and we write into the parentheses a parameter like change password. अभी जो create किया हो और
Change password model is what?
It is a class, ma'am, and change password in small letter. It is an object of that.
It is the model class, and change password model is the object.
Yes.
Everyone is understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Or
yes.
any doubt in this method?
No, ma'am.
No,
Now
ma'am.
go to
No.
the user RL service class.
User RL, ma'am.
Yeah. User RL. So it's already giving the error that you have to implement. Overrun that and implement. Now scroll down and go below.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So in the 179 number line, you created the method. Okay. So just write try catch block instead of throw.
What, ma'am?
Try catch block.
Instead of throw new that line 181 number line, just write try catch block. Now in that we have to write our logic.
Yes, ma'am.
Write it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Import this one. What is this?
Okay, you have taken bool now.
Yeah.
So do one thing. So you have to match your Gmail, na?
Yeah.
Email field.
Yes, ma'am. That's good.
Just take the email also, yeah.
Okay, ma'am. You're only the ma'am.
Yeah.
A string.
So go to that model class and take the email.
Your ma'am.
Yeah.
Public string, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Public string email, that's it.
Take one more, no? Information like public.
Here also, ma'am, we have to update.
Yeah. Go to the RL logic part and write this.
Then here also we have to change.
No, change. Why you change? Already in the class itself it existed, no? Just write written calls in the file. Just give me 1 minute. Someone is calling. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Akshata,
Yes.
can you open iUser-RL?
iUser-RL. Yes.
I think you can remove the string email from here now.
Yes, yes. String email.
Remove.
Yes, because we are
Yeah.
using it in the class itself.
Okay.
No need to write here. Okay. We take class name.
Okay. So in the change password, we'll write our logic for creating method for the change user password. So in the try block, just write if put a if condition. If you are taking the border class, then it's better to take Akshata, just go there, the user that change password model class. We'll take 2 parameters, okay? It is password and confirm password, so that it will be yeah. So take one more public string, confirm password gets it after 9 number line.
Public string.
Copy and paste it. And before every line, just put the required that annotation part, okay?
Public string.
Required field. Confirm password.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you done encryption password?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that working?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now you should go to your RL. Here, write what is that object name? Change password model. See, don't take the same name, yeah, Akshata. Take something else. Object of that model class. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Take change password, no? Don't take model, same thing. It's 179 number line.
Remove model.
179.
Check.
Don't take same name as the object also. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Remove model.
Yeah. Write change password dot
change password dot
password है ना फील्ड का नाम हाँ equal to right ना equals method
equals
dot equals yeah dot equals dot equals so that change password dot confirm password. The bracket this is a method yeah equals is a method. Write it. Change password dot confirm password. If it is equal, then only we will save the changes or update the password. Okay. This is our logic. So in the if block, just take one object var user equal to. We'll check now email also matching or not matching. We'll check that also. So var user equal to your fundu context dot user. Write it. The object name. This is the object name. Okay. Users dot.
This is coming.
No. Remove that. Fundu dot users dot where. Then you have to check the email. Yes. Bracket. Here. Check your this fundu is okay. Use lambda expression x error mark x dot email. Email is a field na. X dot email. It's coming equal to your change password dot email that model class objects dot email field. No, what you have to take? You have taken in the model class, na? Then write it. Change password dot email. Dot email, right? Na? Yeah. What happened? X dot. Okay. So yeah, after that dot first to default. First or default method name. Yeah. Open and close bracket. Then put semicolon. Okay. Then come to next line.
Yes, ma'am.
If anyone has done encryption, then you can write user dot password. Write it. I will tell you. Right now, just comment user dot password. You know, user is the object. Okay.
Yes,
From
ma'am.
user, you will get the password.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
user dot password equal to encrypt. Write it. Encrypt password. I think you have not done. So I'm just sending in the chat. Just copy and correctly just comment that. Okay. So encrypt password equal to change password. This one. Copy and paste that and comment that line because you have not taken the encrypt password. Who has done the method? I think encrypt password you have taken or something else. Just use that and change it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Comment that line. Because I have written right now, just check your spelling also. Okay, something I have given change password to Chavez.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on the next line, just write fundu dot save changes.
Save changes. Yes, ma'am. Open and close.
Yeah. Enter. Then what? Return true now. Return true. And after the if block, return false. Yeah.
And we have to write else clause also.
Where you have to write return false? Akshata, you tell na.
In else block.
Write it. After the if block, put enter and write return false. Else block, if you don't write, that also fine, yeah? Because you are not writing any. You can normally write return false. Okay, fine, no. Write it. Put semicolon. No. Why? Semicolon is there. 192 number line, you have to put semicolon. In every line in the .NET, it is take. You have to put semicolon.
Yes.
Okay. So, in any doubt in this user RL class, anyone in this
No.
particular method change password?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I have one. The token we'll be using in controller, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
So, just same thing here. Go to your BL. Copy the method from the IE user RL first. Copy the method from IE user RL. Then go to IE user BL and paste that and do the same process that you did for others. Copy Akshata, don't confuse. Copy. Because the method names. Why? Already the above 3 you have already written na, in the BL.
Only 14 number line.
Only copy the last method. We are doing currently working on change password. Yeah. Go to IE user BL or CS. User BL, yeah. See, this thing already you have added, na? This 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you have to know these things. Yeah. Okay. Now go to user BL under services folder. Go there and implement the interface. Remove the throw, new that line, put try catch, and the same thing how you have written for forget. Just write return this dot user RL dot change password. Write it. The 55 number line, remove Akshata that line and write try catch and write the above. How you have written na in the 43 to 50.
Yes, ma'am.
Copy that and paste it here and change for your requirement. Are you understood or not understood at what I'm talking?
Understood, ma'am. We have to copy this.
Why are you going here? Why are you going user RL? Am I not audible? Yeah. Right?
Audible, ma'am.
Then Akshata, why you are not understanding what I'm talking? हिंदी में बोलो क्या? 44 नंबर लाइन से 50 लाइन तक जो लिखे है उसको कॉपी करो, पेस्ट करो. तो फॉरगेट पासवर्ड है, अभी चेंज पासवर्ड लिख रहे हो तो उसको चेंज पासवर्ड करो. सिंपल थिंग यार. इतना सारा कोड लिखने के बाद भी इतना नहीं होना चाहिए. Because it is a bool, so you have to write return it because this is not a void type.
Yes,
so any data type, so you have to put the return statement. Return, then call that from RL to call that method, and that is coming from RL. This dot user RL dot
change password.
And put that change password object. Change password object, Akshata. What is your object here in the 53 number line? You are taking some model class, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Return dot. Why return dot? Remove the dot. Return space. Return is one. It's working like a what? Return. Then we are putting something our message or any value. Return then value. Return is a statement for returning something. The data type it is integer, string, boolean, and you are using return statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now go to user controller.
User controller.
Yeah. Go to the below and create one method like how you created for login and forget. Create one method. public action result, change password. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, write it now.
We have to create one.
Why you create, yeah? Akshita.
Yes, ma'am.
So for forget password also you created one separate controller, and login you have created a separate controller. You created or not created? Tell me. For each API of the user, have you created separate controller?
No, ma'am.
Then already written 3 APIs: add user, login, and forget, and you are asking for change password. I will create one separate. How, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold down and write now in the below. If you're confusing, then copy na 65 to 80 number line. Copy, then according to your requirement, you will change it. The next step here, about your next step.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not copied yet. Copy up to 80 number line.
Copied, ma'am. I'm copied, ma'am.
Where you are writing, yeah? Copy from 65 to 80, na? This is your one 80 number line. Am I not audible here? Hello?
Audible.
You are audible.
And then I'm telling सीधा एक फंक्शन को कॉपी करो यार, ऊपर लिखे हो ना, तो कॉपी करो, पूरा फंक्शन को कॉपी करो, नीचे पेस्ट करो.
हाँ मैम.
If you are thinking somewhere I will do mistake.
मैम किया मैम.
कर दिया.
हाँ.
तो अभी चेंज करो, मेथड का नेम चेंज करो, फॉरगेट पासवर्ड से चेंज पासवर्ड चेंज करो. एंड पैरामीटर क्या डालोगे? जो डालो थे बीएल में, आरएल में, उसको ही डालो. चेंज पासवर्ड. What should be your parameter? Write it. The model class. Write it, na? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
What you have taken as a parameter in the BL and RL?
Change password.
Write it. Okay. Don't take the same as a object, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, because this is a bool type, I think.
Yeah.
And bool type, okay, forget about the bool type. We have to use authorize before 82. Before 82 number line, in the square bracket, just write authorize. Yeah, there. Square bracket, authorize. A capital. AUTHORIZE. HO, authorize. RIZD. Authorize का स्पेलिंग क्या है? AUTHORIZD लिखो ना. ZD. Yeah. Now hover on that, import that. Authorize, yes, that one. Okay. So what should be our logic? Our logic is only you have to take this dot, remove everything here, only just see, remove 88, 89, only write this dot, the user BL dot change password, and then return this dot. Okay, success message, change password is done. Write it.
Remove this.
Yeah, everything just remove now and call that from user BL. Just call that method change password, then write the return statement.
Have to write if block.
Why you to write if block? No need, no. And Akshata,
Yes,
after authorize, who will write the method, post or get or update? Who will write that?
yes, ma'am.
Write it. Square bracket HTTP. It will be what? HTTP put or
Put.
HTTP post?
Post, ma'am.
Post.
Put for update.
We are updating, na? So write put. HTTP put. And then in the bracket just write change password.
Put PUT.
Bracket, open and close bracket, double quote, change password. Like you have written register, na? Register login same. Yeah. And we will authorize it, okay? So for authorizing purpose, in the try block, I'm sending in the chat, just copy and paste this thing. Then I will explain what you are writing here. I have already told to copy and paste first. I've already to all of you guys that in the C sub Kannada one claim class is there, inbuilt class, okay? From the claim class, because claim means we have the access, we have the permission. So for this, we have to use a claim class, okay? And in the generate JW token, we are taking the user ID. On that day, I think I told you by email also you can create the token, by email and user ID, both also you can create. But why I have taken the user ID? Because in the next, means currently this is required for the change password for node, it is required. Because email is also unique, but user ID is what? That is for auto increment sequential number. So if you are authorizing or if you are accessing something from the by using the token which is created using user ID and email, that will be good. That will be better useful. That's why you have taken that. And for claiming it means what token you are copying and pasting in the Swagger, then you are changing it. So for that we are using here the logic in the 89 number line is we are taking one object user ID equal to user. So don't confuse this user is your entity user. No, this is not an entity user. This is already one existing class in the your already existed in the CSUB. Okay, CSUB is giving you this user class. If you are don't confused, you can write in the system also. Okay, currently you can check user. If you anywhere if you write capital USER, then it is already an inbuilt class. Like the class is what in the sending mail. Some SMTP client is there, na already network credential. Those are some classes available. Like user is also already one inbuilt class is already there. Then dot claims. Claims is your you are using some method, okay?
Yes.
User dot claims, like you are using fundu context dot our entity, like that. We are using here claims dot our link queue method first or default. Why first or default? Normally in the SQL we are writing select start from employee table where email equal to email or where user ID equal to user ID for checking purpose. If that user ID is matching or not. In that case, here we are using EF core approach link queue query. So that's why we are using for checking or matching the user ID is correct or not. That's why we are using first or default method, then lambda expression, dot type dot toString. Why? Because your user ID is one integer. For checking purpose, we have to convert that into string. Then scroll to right here. Scroll to right, Akshata.
Yes, ma'am.
Scroll to
राइट साइड में जाओ थोड़ा.
Okay.
Then you can see user ID. We have converted the integer into toString. Okay. by using toString method. Then string comparison, that inbuilt the method we have written for converting into string, and we are putting in one object. Left, scroll to left. Then because our user ID is one integer, we are taking int user ID equal to, again we are converting that object user ID into integer, because it's real time, means its root data type is integer. That's why we are converting again into integer. Okay, int 32 dot parse. We're converting from something string or object into integer. Then this is the int 32 dot parse. If it is float, then what? For float, what you are using here? For converting into float, some inbuilt method is there. Okay, for 64 bytes, then int 64 dot parse. Then your object dot value, because object itself having key and value, so user ID dot value. Then you are getting into your int. Otherwise, you can write the typecasting also in the bracket, open and close bracket, int. Then your that var user ID, that one also you can write. Then we are taking one result. Or fundu is your context object, dot users is your entity, dot where also one link you query. Here also we are again checking u dot user ID. This user capital ID is your column or field of user entity class. We are equaling to what? Equaling to that user ID which we have written in the 89 90 number line. That is coming from one by claiming our user. So basically user is one inbuilt class. From that we are claiming something. We are claiming to what? User ID, because already in the token we are using user ID. And this user ID, the double code user ID, must be same as your generate JWT token, that user ID. So Akshata, go to your user RL. Go to generate JWT token method. Generate JWT token method using both user ID and email. Yeah. Here you can see 81 number line user ID. The spelling everyone can check. If you are using your I is small, then you have to use in the controller section also I is small, because this is the key. If you are writing to some wrong key, then it will not take. But I think this is also same user ID, and in the controller also same. So go to controller, user controller. And why you are not saving user RL.cs? Already you have written, na? But saving purpose also I have to tell you. Go that user RL. So in 88 number line, everyone can observe user ID is the same key as we are writing in the that generate JWT token method. Same
Yes.
key.
Yes.
Same is same key.
Yes.
Okay. Then what? String. For string, what it is? String email equal to result string. Result is nothing but your 91 number line. From that we are getting our email. Okay. Yeah, just change the 93 number line. Write it. Bool result equal to user BL dot. What this is red color here, Akshata?
Ma'am, it's fine.
No, why are you using so potential? How to write? User BL dot. If you write dot, na, then it will suggest you what method you have taken. Don't
Okay.
copy, na. Don't copy. Dot again write. What is the method? Forget password.
Change password.
Change password. Write it. Change password. And what is the parameter you have taken? What parameter you have taken for change password method, Akshata?
Change password, ma'am.
Then change password. Write it. Why? Remove the email. So here in the 92 number line, because in my case I have taken the string email as a parameter, but in your case what you have to write? You have to write string, not string email. You have to write change password dot email equal to result email, that one. Okay, so write it 92 number line. You've taken the email password both in the model class, na? Not
Yes.
separately. But I have taken separately.
Yeah.
In the 92 number 9, just write now change password dot email equal to from your result what it is coming. Right, yeah? 92 number line. Left side, string email. No. स्ट्रिंग ईमेल के जगह में लिखो चेंज पासवर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट डॉट ईमेल। मॉडल क्लास में 3 फील्ड ये हो ना?
हाँ मैम।
तो लिखो राइट साइड इज अ वैल्यू या लेफ्ट साइड always while setting something, while putting some value into some field or some classes, what you have to write? The object class dot field equal to something, the value 1 2 3, or if suppose it is coming from some object, then result dot email. Understand the thing, yeah?
Yes ma'am.
Write it. Why against string, Akshata? Your email field is in change password model class, na? Then write it, change password model dot what? The email. Change password is an object, na? Write it, na? That one. It's suggesting, yeah?
Change password dot
email.
Yeah.
Equal to? You have to provide now something the value, like you provided the change password. Huh? Write it, yeah. Result dot email dot to write it. From result you are getting the email.
Result dot email na ma'am.
Already you have written 92 number line.
Yes, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Email dot to string. And remove the 92 number line.
You have to remove this line.
Result dot email dot to string. Also you have to convert to string because it is a string data type. And you are fetching that email from one object. So understood the thing. Remove. Delete it, yeah. Yeah. Result dot email dot to string. Write it. Later you do some part here. Right now just write it now. Email dot. Speed up here, Akshita. Speed up. Hello.
Yes ma'am.
Uh-huh.
ये बोलेगा यार.
Right to
Okay, sir.
after
Right after email.
Result dot email dot to string.
Result.
Not here.
You have already written.
92 number line.
email
Yeah.
number.
Result dot email dot to string 92 number line में लिखो अक्षता.
92
return dot email dot
तुम्हारा कोड है, तुम लिख रही हो तब से सब लोग बोल रहे तुमको. हाँ अक्षता लिखो ना, क्यों इतना कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो यार?
dot to string.
लिखो 92 number line में result dot email इज ए ऑब्जेक्ट है, उसको स्ट्रिंग में कन्वर्ट करना है. डॉट टू स्ट्रिंग मेथड है, लिखो डॉट टू स्ट्रिंग. Yeah. And still it is giving you error. Why? Because you have not returning the statement, because this is a controller. Action result is unreturned data type.
Yes.
So after the 94 number enter, right, return. Okay. So you have to check also. If result equal to false, then return dot bad request, otherwise return dot this dot okay. Okay.
Yes ma'am.
Not result or result equal to false, because it's a boolean data type. Open and close curly bracket. In that just write return this dot paired request success false message.
Yes.
Password not successful, or password is change password is invalid. Rest up. If you are not if you are confusing, then just go above and copy in any return statement and paste here.
Yes ma'am.
Copy that 76 number line.
This one.
Why copying whole thing here, Akshata?
Okay.
Don't copy blindly. You are writing bad request now. Hello, 75. What you are writing? You are not understanding anything. Only you are just copy and pasting. It will be very challenging for you for the next time. Just yeah. We are writing result equal to false. You have to think. Ma'am is telling just bad request, then you have to copy the bad. Everything just write in a single line. Then there will be no error.
Control K.
Yeah, single line. Do it quickly. Time is going. I have also another session. Use backspace na 98 number line. Use backspace. Quickly do it. Do one thing after this 97 line. Put the close curly bracket. Okay. Okay, then write it. Do it same way using backspace. That bracket also. Bracket 98 number bracket. Same line. Yeah. Okay. So message in the message just write change password is invalid. One more. Yes. Check the bracket is correct or not. Have you put the parenthesis is closing or not closing? Check properly.
Okay.
Curly bracket is missing. Put na the curly bracket. Close curly bracket. Yeah.
Yes.
Bad request.
That normal
change the
bracket
message.
at the end.
One more close parenthesis is required. Yeah. Why you remove the curly bracket? Curly bracket also needed. Yes. One more is there. After the 98 number line, enter, and here enter na enter. Right, return this dot okay.
Return
This dot okay. New success equal to true message. Change password successful. Write it.
इसके बाद स्पेस नहीं चाहिए.
Equal to true. कॉपी करो यार, कॉपी करो उसको. तुमको इतना टाइम लग रहा है. सक्सेस स्पेलिंग भी गलत है. कॉपी करो उस लाइन को. कोई रिटर्न रजिस्टर हो कॉपी करो. Just 99 number 9. See, Akshita, if you are doing like this, then it will be very, very challenging for you. Speed up. You are not understanding anything in this verb API. You are not understanding what is link queue, what is return statement, nothing. Okay, just change the message here and in the bad request also. Here, change password successful, and in that bad request, change password is incorrect or invalid. And quickly do it, yeah. Don't waste time. Don't listen to me. Wait, do it so that we will run it and we will check. I have another session. I could not wait so many times.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Why you need dollar यार? डॉलर कब लेते हैं तुषार? डॉलर कब लेते हैं हम लोग?
मैम जब एग्जैक्टली सेम स्ट्रिंग चाहिए, जब एस्केप कैरेक्टर वगैरह यूज कर रहा हूँ स्ट्रिंग में.
क्या फिर से?
जब स्ट्रिंग में एस्केप कैरेक्टर वगैरह यूज कर रहे हैं और हमें एस्केप ना करना हो, हमें एग्जैक्टली
नो. अंकित, कब लेते हैं डॉलर? या कब लिखते हैं ये रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट में डॉलर?
मैम जब एक की लाइन में हमें
नो. एनीवन? पायल?
वो रिटर्न की लेते हैं ना, मीन्स पूरा लेने के लिए।
क्योंकि मैं अब जो तुम लोग को सेंड की उसमें रिजल्ट करके कुछ है डाटा, अगर डाटा को डिस्प्ले करना है एज ए रेस्पॉन्स, तब हम लोग, क्योंकि रिजल्ट इज डायनेमिक है, वैल्यू है, उसको अगर लोगे तब उसको हम लोग डॉलर यूज करते हैं, क्योंकि वो डायनेमिक वेरिएबल है। डॉलर यूज करेंगे तभी जगह कर्ली ब्रैकेट लिखेंगे ना, तभी जगह, क्योंकि एक स्ट्रिंग है, मैसेज इक्वल टू एक स्ट्रिंग है, क्योंकि हम लोग डायनेमिक यूज करेंगे, डाटा इक्वल टू समथिंग, बट टिल नाउ वी आर जस्ट यूजिंग void and bool something else. We are not taking anything as a response, means we are not putting anything, only the message is enough. But in the next part I will tell you how to use the data also. We can take here also, okay, but in the add object, these things we are not showing the response. In the get user, you will display in the all the user data. How? The data equal to, suppose the data is coming in the result variable, so data equal to result. And in the message itself, in the message we are concatenating something, then also you can write, okay. If you want to write password change successfully, for what? For particular email, so in that case also you can write email, like someone is telling concatenating, I think. So that also correct, okay. So password change successfully. So before that double quote, put a dollar symbol. Then in the double quote itself, in the curly bracket, just write the email. From where you are getting the email? I think change password dot email. That also you can write. Okay, that if you are not understood, then just run it here. Run it. Enter valid password. Okay.
Run it now, ma'am.
Yeah, run it. Build and run
it. Some files are not saved yet.
Save it. I think someone has told like this, if you are concatenating something, I send in the chat, if your message equal to password change successful, and you want to show the particular email also at that time. So for what email you are changing the password? So in that case, before double quote, you have to put dollar symbol. Then the message is ending successful. Then in the curly bracket, you have to put the dynamic value. The dynamic value can be your parameter, can be your result or something, anything. Okay. In that case also you can use dollar. Or you want to show the data, then comma data equal to that result. But currently we are not showing it as any response. Not showing. We are taking the bool, void, anything. Not taking the object data type. Not taking. See, in the login part, everyone can observe login part. We are using showing the data, showing the token in the response. Yes or no?
Yes.
So data equal to token. I think everyone is using that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, run it. And so the step is, first you have to use forget password, then you have to use change password. First of all, check the change password. Open that change password. Change password. Okay. So the thing is here, Akshata.
Yes, ma'am.
Email, you no need to show your email, because the email will come from the that result. Okay, because from the token now we are getting the email.
Yeah.
Okay, no issue. Just go to your SSMS.
SSMS, ma'am.
Yeah. Check any of the row, yeah. Any row. User table से, user table से check करो any email. Put that email there and try to change the password. If it is changing, then it is wrong, because we are not using any token, because we have to use authorize. तो बिना ऑथराइज से अगर किसी का भी चेंज हो जा रहा है पासवर्ड, वो करेक्ट नहीं है. ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
So authorize के लिए you have to put that token. That token will come from where? That from your inbox mail. You have to copy that token, and I will tell that. Okay.
Yes.
Go to the user table.
Right.
Open that user. Right click and open now.
Yes, ma'am. It is opening.
Opening. Okay.
Opening. Yes, ma'am.
So email is that what third number user ID 7 Akshata 495. Copy that email.
Yes.
And your password is Akshata@143. Okay, go there. Go to Sagar. Put in the email. Yes, that email. And password, just write anything. ABCD, Akshata. Just don't take the same. Anything else. And in the confirm also put the same one. Execute. Scroll down. Unauthorized message आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we have put it the authorized. So now go to the forgot password API and put the same mail and click the hit button. Click execute button. Then copy that token. Do it quickly.
Forget password, ma'am.
Yeah, forget password. From forget password only we will get the token, not from login. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear.
Ma'am,
Yes.
we have to pay.
Yes, dear. Already
Paste
you
that
copied
mail.
now. Already you copied, yeah. Paste. Execute. Go to your inbox. Any error or successful? Loading. Okay. Now go to the mail.
Two, ma'am.
Now go to the mail, na. Copy the token. Copy from password /. No, why are you copying whole thing?
Then,
Only
ma'am.
token, Akshata.
This, ma'am. Hi, user.
Select that password / EY.
You don't know
from
what is token
there.
also, Akshata. पूरा खत्म हो गया. हाँ? ऐसे मत करो यार.
EY तक
Don't disappoint me.
Ma'am, it is
Click, first of all, click that one. No? Click it. Click the link. Click the link. Now copy from EY to EY. कहाँ लिखा है EY?
EY
Reset password / EY. EY से लेकर पूरा लास्ट तक कॉपी करो.
Yeah.
ये टोकन है तुम्हारा.
Yes, ma'am.
But you are not understood.
Understood,
I
ma'am.
don't know how you do. Okay. I think you copied the / also. Okay. No issue. Go to the Sagar and then remove the /. Now you can see, scroll up. Sorry, scroll down. You can see there is a lock icon. Lock icon is there, na? Lock icon. Scroll up little bit. Scroll up and not down. Up.
Yes, ma'am.
Reset के ऊपर एक icon है ना? Lock icon.
हाँ,
Click on
ma'am.
that. Click. Paste here. And backspace यूज कर बैक नहीं लेफ्ट एरो यूज करके पूरा फास्ट तक जाओ. Remove that /.
Yes, ma'am. Removed.
But From beginning, check any slash is there or not. Okay, now click authorize. Close. Close. Now click the change password execute button.
इसे समझ में ना मैम
क्या एग्जीक्यूट करो यार इसको.
ओके मैम
चेक करो क्या एरर क्या मैसेज है.
ट्रू मैम पासवर्ड
चेक करो पासवर्ड चेंज हुआ है नहीं हुआ. अक्षता 143 से चेक करो. चेक कैसे करना. चेक करना भी नहीं बोलना पड़ेगा क्या. Why are you refreshing that? How to check? ऊपर लिखा है ना select of copy that and execute. Select that and execute. अक्षता.
Yes ma'am.
No.
Yes ma'am.
Don't do this, yeah. Don't do this. Very disappointing, yeah. How to check a query in SQL?
Select star.
Select star क्यों करना. ऑलरेडी लिखा है ना क्वेरी ऊपर. हेलो
हाँ
ऊपर
मैम
लिखा है यार क्वेरी सिलेक्ट टॉप 1000. उसको सिलेक्ट करके एग्जीक्यूट बटन करो ना. ये सबको पता है या नहीं पता है किसको कैसे करते हैं एग्जीक्यूट.
पता है मैम.
पता है देन तुम्हें कैसे नहीं पता. अक्षता स्कूल नहीं किए हो. डायरेक्टली एग्जीक्यूट करोगे तो एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा क्या. अरे कुछ क्वेरी तो सिलेक्ट करो कुछ. हेलो अरे बोलो यार कोई उसको.
select top from the then execute.
ये नहीं किए पहले.
ये मैम
ये हो चेंज हुआ पासवर्ड. नहीं चेंज हुआ. आई थिंक
नहीं हुआ.
नहीं हुआ
नहीं हुआ ना.